Hello.
Hello.
Hmm. Good morning. It's a happy day in the neighborhood. Good morning. Well, we're getting dry up here, boy. Crazy. We got my buddy's outraged that Utah's doing cloud seeding. Kind of weird how you tell people shit. That had been 5 years ago now. Mike Morales was around, and he was showing us Colorado and Utah doing cloud seeding, and I told him that. I says, your God don't control the weather. The cloud seeding people do. But anyway, all right, let's get this one going. Let's go on a horsey ride this morning. All right. Yeah. I mean, Still didn't make a whole lot of sense the way the whole thing happened, but whatever.
Today we're going exploring.
Oh.
I haven't been up on this ranch for a while. Years ago, I used to come up here all the time. I woke up this morning, seen that the weather was going to be nice and cool.
Man, oh man.
High today is only supposed to be about 60.
Did you get any heavy rain the other day?
The owner of this ranch is a friend of mine, and
We'll
today's his
still
birthday.
try this.
I sent him a message. And I said, happy birthday. He said, hey, I still have the key to the gate. Is it all right if I come up here? He said, help yourself.
Yeah, I watched a video last night about Nevada. All this huge desert lands being swallowed up for data centers. Some, yeah, I don't think we got a lot here. And I don't even think a half an inch. New England's really dry though. So we got
Put my old man glasses on.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you wanted? You want the thing off your head? Pretty good. Dive now.
Yeah, it was kind of close for. It was kind of close. I don't think we got down to 34. I don't think we got. It's chilly, but.
Rusty's a good boy. Okay, go on. Okay, come on. Good boy, Al. Hey! Ready? Are you ready? Onward and upward, boys! Here we go!
You're a mess, right?
Boys and one girl.
Coffee going in.
Well, 2 girls count Bonnie. But most of this ranch is all private. But I've had the key for, what, 15 years, something like that? So I was talking to his father, probably, I don't know, it's been a month or so ago, another rancher. And he had watched one of my videos, and he told me about up here in these bluffs that he found some old Indian stuff. So I thought, I got a game camera, and I got my hound dogs in case we cut a good lion track. Well, I'll just go up there and hang another game camera and explore those bluffs a little bit. They're pretty cool. I've been around in them quite a bit. Got Mrs. Bonnie with me. Here we go. Let's ride.
I remember when Trump
The biggest problem with this country is the wind blows a lot up here.
I don't know what it was, about
It's like that
February
guy
or
said,
March.
does the wind always blow that way?
He warned the
No,
state of
sometimes it blows
Maine
the other way.
that they got to get their heating assistance straightened
Anyway,
out.
see that tall knoll? See if I
Well,
can
we
point
pay
out.
some of the
See
highest
that tall
prices
knoll, the
for
very highest
home
one up
heating
there.
oil. And so evidently they
It's where
put
the
heating
second lion
assistance now at state
that I'd ever
money
seen or caught was there. It wasn't with my hounds, it
out
was
of the
with a friend
budget.
of mine's hounds.
I'm like, wow, that's
The
pretty
first
rude.
lion I caught,
Anyway,
I was calling coyotes for my stack hounds.
I was
And I caught
watching
that lion out in
TV
the desert.
yesterday.
They asked me, and I'm going to share the recipe. I used to lose 24 pounds. Okay.
And they
First,
said
you're going to
Susan
take 7
Collins
ounces of
got
ice
the
water
heating
and put it in
assistance
a glass.
program
All right.
back.
Now you're going to add a
I'm
pinch
like,
of salt.
what the
This
fuck
particular
is going
seasoning is
on?
already familiar to us, but it needs to be just a tiny bit. Okay. Now pay really close attention here because this part is the most important. Drinking ice water with
So I
salt
guess it
and
was
2
like
more
a
ingredients every
subsidy
morning didn't work for me at first. But
for the high.
it wasn't until
Hey,
I
good
went
morning,
from
all.
196 pounds to 143 pounds that I figured out why.
What's going on in your
I just
world?
needed to make this tiny.
We're getting really dry here.
All the dogs get ready. There's a water tank right up here. Right over this ridge, there's a little bit of open country. Fence at the gate. Dogs ran, a couple rabbits.
I watched a video yesterday. What the fuck is this guy doing? Are you fucking kidding me? You think I want to sit here listening to that shit? Anyway, they were showing the price of Krispy Kreme donuts. $19 and change for a dozen. I don't know if this was just where this guy was at. That's pretty mind-blowing, man. And I know you don't go to Krispy Kreme. You go to a mom and pop place. But then somebody had a camera in there. And they were showing the conveyor belt and the hundreds of pounds
Let's go explore right around
of
this
donuts being thrown out. I was like, what the fuck? Where are we living now?
If we can find anything interesting. See if we can get out of this wind a little bit. Booger's over there telling me there's a lion over there. We'll have to go see. I do owe him that. They got one big old flat rock down there they can bark on. You can't move it off of that. Go up here and look around.
With Liberty Mutual, you can customize your car insurance to save hundreds.
I bet there wall right there one time.
These glasses are not a toy. Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants a pair. My friends roasted me for buying miracle glasses online.
Miracle glasses. I could do a parody of that.
Pretty cool spot.
Mm. Man, he's cutting right across the desert there. That mule's got some really good footing.
Don't slip.
Yeah. I could do a parody of that, but YouTube would take the channel down.
This place can be really, really bad with rattlesnakes too. It's kind of cold for them, except on this sunny side. They'd be laying out sunning themselves.
Mm.
Come on, Booger!
Mm. What's going on in Ald's world today?
I believe it's lunchtime. Show you what we're gonna do. Stay there, Bonnie. I'm gonna go around this corner. Try to get out of this wind. It's not bad right here, but I bet it'd be real nice on that other side. Oh. Tell you what, guys. This getting old isn't for sissies.
No, it ain't.
You know, next month I'll turn 63 years old. And let me tell you what, there's nothing I like better than being out on my mule and riding in wild country with my hound dogs. Huh, Rusty? Come here, Rusty. But that old chair is getting a little too comfortable sometimes in the morning. My back's been hurting me. I got, what do they call it? Sciatic? My sciatic
Go
nerve.
get a fucking good chiropractor and quit whining.
It does more than just shave. You can even shave your balls and butt hair without
What
worrying.
the
No cuts,
fuck?
no nicks. It's impossible to hurt yourself.
Did you see
If you're a
that?
guy who likes a smooth body, even in the most sensitive areas, buying it anywhere else.
Wow. They're getting very,
Official store. If I were you, I wouldn't wait. Click the orange button now. If you are
Wow.
still using a regular razor, there are risks. Skyworth has just launched a razor. It brings
I mean, they were showing a coochie.
Hey, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
You missed the coochie
It's not strong enough for me.
on a commercial. That was a pretty daring commercial. I couldn't do that. I couldn't.
Yeah, I'd like to keep doing this until
If I made one of them balloons with a pair of balls and a dick, oh, they'd be all over.
My dad still drives and goes, does everything. Still not quite strong enough. I like my coffee so strong that it'll grow hair on your elbows. Like my coffee, like my women. Strong booger. Hey, Booger Bear. Booger Bear.
You seen it? Wow, that's pretty provocative.
That's just about right. Woo. It's nice on this side of the mountain. On that side of the mountain, it's terrible. Too windy.
Well, I miss you guys. Kind of really weird. Kind of really weird. I got so many comments on that short video I did.
This is hot. I didn't have to heat it up.
Oh, just busy.
Cabbage stew my wife made me. What do you think, Booger? You're a good boy. No. It's mine. Go find that lion.
Well, swimming's almost over for lady.
This thing quite a bit.
The 13th, they're taking the docks out. So I guess that'll be Monday.
I have my own business for years. You know, and I was raised where you had to work. I mean, when I graduated from high school, I had
We got weather's going to warm up. I think last night was lowest temperature. But winter's on the way. There ain't no question.
7th, I think, in nationals. I went on stage right after Jimmy Carter. Anyway, but I'd had enough school. I said, man, I don't want to go to school anymore. So
hidden inside the wires of every home is a flaw, a silent leak that energy companies never bothered to fix.
Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up, man, with your commercials. I think YouTube's letting them run any commercial they want, say anything they want. I can't do that on my channel, but you can do it on there. And they're trying to push people into buying, monthly subscription.
another day well spent in country that still feels wild.
I don't know if you guys were here last week. We did a video on refrigerators now. They have the big screen on it that do ads.
I found some old runs. Not sure exactly.
Beautiful sky there today. We got a nice sky here. 42 degrees.
Forgot my lighter and matches, so the coffee is cold, but out here cold coffee is better than no coffee at all. Just sitting here with a cup, watching the hills stretch out, eating my lunch. Sometimes that's all a man needs. Of course, I brought my hounds too. Figured there's always a chance of cutting across a good lion track, maybe trailing him up, or if I'm lucky, treeing him. So I gotta watch out. Came out of the canyon, gonna go over the top and down into the next canyon. Right over there. I've ridden these hills plenty of times before. Though it's been a while, they sure bring back memories. The kind that seem to linger in the air, waiting for you to ride through and remember. So here I go. I'm riding out, leaving the day behind, and the wild back to itself.
Oh.
Until next time, when the trail calls again. I hope you watch. That's Clara. She's the only female.
Good morning.
But
what you doing, Mr. Backwoods?
Her pronouns are he, him. Huh, Clara?
What's going on in your world, Mr. Backwoods?
There's a Frigidaire.
Well, we're back. So, needed some time off. Got it. The things straightened out.
Bonnie's walking on iron again.
Had a little bit of rain. Not much, though. My buddy sent me
Got a call yesterday.
a video on
They sent me a picture. They had a
cloud
picture of 2 lions
seed
right
in
over there.
Utah. Now it's in the news. They're finally telling the people it's in the news.
And this is a rancher that has this. Runs some cows out here. And so I came out yesterday afternoon. It was, shoot, it was probably 2:30, 3 o'clock when I got out here. And I just come out in the buggy and on foot. And I brought those female dogs. And they trailed those lions. And even though we were, 16 hours behind them, something like that, it was 92 degrees.
Trucking away.
And, yeah,
Hope your day goes well. Thanks for stopping
tough
in.
conditions and the wind was blowing.
We're just going to be playing this video.
You can trail it up out of the canyon. But on the side of this bald hill, they bark a little bit. They're not doing a whole lot of
They're
trailing.
going to take a lot of Nevada now.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. My husband found this new 87 cents generic Viagra at Friday
Oh,
Plans.
87
And at
cents.
I was worried. How could something
Viagra.
so cheap be real?
Oh, but it was real. All day. So they're taking this, some may call wasteland. These developers are buying 1,000 acres and they're putting these data centers in the middle of nowhere. You're only going to have 2 people employed there on all 3 shifts. So that's 6 people in total. And there's no fucking water to cool the computers. So they're going to suck all the groundwater out. And evidently, when it goes through their stuff, it comes out contaminated. I don't know why that would be. Like, technically, if you rinsed the radiator and engine out really good, you could pour the water in there, run the car, and you could probably still drink the water. But anyways, that was the latest news. Northern Nevada, miles being taken.
They're probably back over there in those knobs right now as we speak. But it's already 4:30. So where are they going to get up and go to tomorrow?
I don't know, but you better get a fucking sock on your microphone, dude.
Where? See, that lion has been there too.
Yeah, let's see this fucking lion hunting. What are you going to do with the thing? You going to eat it or just kill it?
Back towards.
Anyways, I got some Aussie man. We'll play here after this.
I figured I'd just kind of split this country in half and just go through all these little hills and bluffs. And
I think what you
canyons.
see in here,
It's
though,
fine before it gets too hot. The wind is supposed to blow really, really hard this afternoon.
I think it's going to, I think one day you're going to realize, wow, this guy could ride all over the place. Now he can't.
They're getting after something. I don't know what it is.
Everything's going to be data collection.
We came off the top right there down across this canyon. Where you been? Go over there with them. Go help, Rusty. Go over there. Go on.
Building company owners, if you want to go from chaos to control, then you need systems. Over 19 years, we've mapped out all the A to Z of operations of everything you need in your business, from capturing variations, how to set up your sites, how to price to a target margin, how to create a sales and marketing machine so you get booked out with profitable work for 6 to 12 months. Now, this is not only going to give you the on-site systems, but also the office systems, so you can buy back at least 8 hours in the next 90 days, and your team knows what to work on, how to do it, and there's a feedback loop so you can help control it. So, if you want to go from chaos to control, all you need to do, click on the link, download the map, start working through which parts are red, and implement the systems into your business to get more clarity, more control, more cash flow.
The thing we hear over and over and over again is, why do I need a deodorant for private parts? I can just take a shower. So we put Mando to the test and compared it to a shower alone. This is the odor score. 0 to 10. 0 being no odor at all, and 10 being the worst odor that you can possibly do in the human body. All participants in this study
What are you doing, handsome dog? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hold on. Yesterday, watching older videos on. Oh, did you really? Anything good? Good shit, you said. You know, I'm just, I watched this commercial yesterday, which interested me. You can take your hard drive and plug it into this thing, and it puts it in the computer, but my USBs don't work on Windows 7. I guess that's something that they did. So, I could do that. I need an expert to find. I got plenty of video. I mean, a lot of them was shot with a cell phone.
See, that's Massacre Peak right there. The Butterfield Trail goes right to the left, to that side of it. Comes up through those flats right there. Comes over these little rolling hills.
Oh, maybe someday I'll meet a hot chick that knows Windows 7 and can get all that shit off and put on a thumb. Then we can download them and put them into Radical Ralph's. I got some really, really good video. I mean, I took video even out in backcountry, you know.
Get them a drink of water and then circle around.
One of my favorites was I was in Idaho, and I had this good size. I'm going to call it a hill. I'm going to call it a mountain. It was grass-covered hill, pretty higher than I was, at least 1,500 feet. And I set up my camera, and I did a time lapse of the shadow going up the mountain. That was one of my favorite videos I ever shot. I can't find them. So, Josh don't know much about 7 or how to get the shit out of the computer anyway. Both of them do got a CD burner, but this one don't. So, I don't really want to buy an external CD player. I'm just going to use it one time. Water. Incredible. Incredible. One of his dogs went in. So they're taking the docks out on Monday. I'm going to try to get a video of her going off the dock one more time, but the water is so friggin' low.
They asked me, and I'm going to share the recipe.
Yeah.
I used to lose
Sprinkle
24
salt
pounds.
on a lemon. It'll make
First,
your
you're going
dick
to take
hard.
7
Shut the
ounces of
fuck
ice
up, you tramp. Go back working on the street corner.
Let's go over here and sit down and have a little bit of brunch.
Anyhow, life is good. I think it's going to get a lot more crazy, though. So there's a big battle going on here in Maine over heating assistance with Donald Trump. And so Donald Trump, I guess, pulled heating assistance off. The reason why they got heating assistance up here is it's so fucking expensive. Home heating fuel, I think, right now is like $3.80 a gallon, and possibly going to $4 or $5 a gallon. And the other thing they're worried about is the tariffs on the oil and running the price of oil up. This is one of the last states that burns a lot of home heating oil.
Since there's a little 2-track road to it, I can put me a little stash up here. I want to, along the way, at certain places that I have access with the truck or the buggy, haul in some extra feed and stuff for the mules. Because this would probably be my second or third day at this location. I think it's going to take me 8 days to do it. I don't plan on staying at anybody's house or anything. It's going to be total camping, just like they did back in the old days. Except I will stash feed along the way, just because I don't want my mules to suffer too much. We better head on out. Wind's going to start blowing really, really hard today. It blows out here all the time anyway, but it's going to blow especially hard today. There's some big old bluffs back over there. Some ridges. Drops down into that flat country. I think I'll ride right up and then ride the top and ride the edge of those bluffs best I can. See if I can get anything started over there. All right, here we go. Noises. They hit a track going off down that big canyon. And wouldn't you know, it's right where there's a fence.
Like button you all, yeah. Well, we're Miss Leslie here. I thought we'd get a few more people. Boy, there was a lot of people. I think the video I did yesterday got 27 views. I was like, holy shit.
They're not trees, but they're trailing the line. Right up there. So I just go on foot, or do I get back on the mules and ride that fence down that line? See if I can find a gate. If I knew how far they were going to go, if they go clear that mountain over there, I'd be better off finding a gate. But if they just trail around and go down into this canyon, just following them on foot. They're not going anywhere fast is my problem. But that's a lion. That is the lion. Just not real sure what to do. I got my fencing pliers. I can build my own gate. Take it down, put it back together, but that's a lot of work. I hate to do that.
The real reason Korean women are so skinny and how Hollywood celebs secretly are using it.
This is the gelatin recipe that took me from 176 to 198 inches just 2 weeks.
Oh,
and the
shut
best
up.
part, it's natural, easy, has no side effects.
Shut up. Foolishness. Anyway.
I think I'll go get my mules and ride that fence line that way, because that way I can come right back around to where they are. And I'm almost sure there'll be a gate over there somewhere. I just hope they don't catch it before I get to them. Back on the mules, see if I can find a gate down here somewhere. I hope so.
Anyways, thanks for the encouragement. I just thought it was weird. 27 views on my short video. And then I played it on this machine from Radical Ralph. And it wouldn't let me comment. I didn't understand that at all. I was like, what the fuck? So I went in, I spent almost 45 minutes last night, aggravated as a shit. I'm looking for my settings. Come on, man. You gotta get a...
So many people really don't understand. There's a rhythm to the chase. Something ancient and alive, like the pulse of the wilderness.
How to find to turn on live chat. So I watch not live videos, but videos that were done live, and you can see the chat in them. I don't know how to change that. I'm not gonna start watching YouTube videos, but that really sucks.
There's a purity in it, a connection to something primal, something that moves beneath the surface of who we are. When a hound casts its nose to the ground, it's more than just a pursuit. It's a communion with the land, with time, with the wild spirit of the desert. We follow them because through their eyes we see the land as it truly is, untamed, unforgiving, and achingly beautiful. It's not in the way some might think. The lion is a symbol of wildness, a shadow that reminds us that there is still mystery in the world. We don't follow to conquer, to claim a prize. We follow because in that moment we are no longer ourselves, but a part of something greater, something that stretches back to the first of dawn.
Say goodbye to your reading glasses, computer glasses, and even your sunglasses. Introducing the last pair of glasses you'll ever need.
Shut the fuck up.
Through the hounds, we are led into places few have touched, places where the world feels endless and time slows down. We follow because every trail they lay their nose to carries with it the scent of adventure, of wild places, and of freedom. It's not the end of the chase that drives us, it's the journey itself. The miles covered, the valleys crossed, the ridgelines crested. It's in these moments that we find our place in the world. Following hounds is a way to hear the land speak, to feel the heart of the wild beat and rhythm with our own. This isn't about dominance or trophies. It's about understanding why we're drawn to the wild, why we follow, and why, like the hounds, we return time and again to these wild places, chasing not only the lion's trail, but a piece of our own untamed spirit, freedom.
Yeah, I think that's very important for a country to have this land, to be free to go out, take your own. Boy, that's some harsh looking shit right there, boy. And he drove his truck out there. Four thumbs up. Who's the lurker? Come on in. Say hello. Sit a spell. Grab a cup of coffee and a $3 what the hell are they called? Krispy Kreme donut. $3 each. The economy has never done anything in the history of the United States better than it is now.
So I decided this morning would be a good time to bring Clyde out. Or Cody, whatever you want to call him. He's supposed to be a gentle mule. He don't trust me yet. He thinks I'm going to hurt him, or he acts like I'm going to hurt him. I'm not going to do the same thing I did with Bonnie. I'm just going to climb on him and we're going to go. You know, this is the Saturday after the 4th of July. The 4th of July was on Thursday, and we had a get-together at my house. We invited family over. My mom couldn't make it. She's hurt her back. She's 89 years old, so she had to stay home. But my dad came, and then my niece.
I would think it'd be hot as hell there.
And their baby. Of course, my wife was there and everything. We had hot dogs and hamburgers and watermelon, traditional, you know. And
I picked my last 2 watermelon yesterday.
My dad, 90 years old.
One of them was undeveloped. One of them was pretty good.
So we sat down in the chair.
Yeah, exactly. That's well said. Don't burn the place down either.
Old Western, whatever you want.
You know what I mean?
I think I can find something that'll suit you.
A lot of city folk, you know, they get, you know, so stressed with the work and all that. And they get a week off and they said, oh, we're going up the Uintas in Utah for the week. We're going to camp out there. And they show up there. It's a big fire danger.
It's like a documentary film called Unbranded.
Good judgment comes from experience.
And
experience comes from,
you know, I'm just using that for an excuse, you know, not an excuse, as an example of people setting the fucking forest on fire.
Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants a pair. My friends roasted me for buying.
I got, why would your friends roast you for buying a pair of glasses? I'll tell you what, if you got negative friends like that, you ain't got much friendship. And you should really judge how you're going to hang around with people, right? If they ain't putting nothing positive, oh, you bought a pair of them glasses. I seen them on the YouTube. Do they really work? No, they're pieces of shit. Oh, all right.
Down. Watch out, Warren.
Damn.
He's going. I think old Agnes did about the best job, didn't she? Even better than the little black mule. I trust the little black mule. I've seen her do some.
Well, this is some rough ass terrain. Just even walking down there. Exactly, you know. So somebody I know has a job, and they're in their shit that they're not selling enough of the product. Well, what do you expect? The fucking most people are bankrupt. And if they ain't now, wait till the end of the year. So anyways, headquarters comes down and they got this gal. The weird part about this whole deal, wow, that is fucking crazy. Where is Lesle? Look at this thing. Man, that was crazy.
Just go right to that other side now.
Anyway.
I'll give you moonbeam.
So they spent millions of dollars of hiring
I got mine
Indian, what do you call that? Indian, India. You know, where they answer the phone and shit. Call center. So the fucking call, you call on these products.
Pillars on each side and the rivers running.
And you got to talk to somebody with broken English in fucking India. Instead of calling the local store and asking for the product. And I says, well, how many people call the number?
We're looking for a place called Jordan Hot Springs.
So if you look at the number of my friend's place, it ain't going to get you to say, hey, how you doing today? No. It's going to send you right to fucking India. And then after listening to their bullshit, then they'll plug you in and ring the phone in your local area. Now that looks kind of spooky to me. But he's been at it a lot longer than I have. That's a pretty good fire with a bunch of dry shit around. Anyway.
So there's this new super powerful.
And we thought, well, we must have missed it. It must have been, you know, up
that's the way we do things. That's genomics. There's no way the CEO can show they're making more money because they hired a call center. It ain't working. And I'd be frustrated. I forgot what they said, though. They had a bunch of statistics on how many people hang up when they get the call center. I don't see how so many people, and you know, this got a murdering genocide thing going on. The whole fucking world is against these people. But just a few people are getting away with literally murder, genocide. And I don't think it was always quite that bad, but I think it is getting bad now. And has been.
Beautiful canyon.
Anyway, 4 thumbs up backwards. Man, we're killing it today. We still haven't got Leslie. MJ's probably around somewhere.
How many times do you think we've crossed the river? 50 times.
He's a tough old bugger, I think.
TJ or Little Bear Canyon. TJ Corral, 1 1/4 miles. The Gila Visitor Center is 8 miles down the middle fork there. And the Meadows is 8. Well, it's either 18 or 8.5 to the Meadows. It says Little Bear Canyon is subject to dangerous flash floods during rainy season. Yeah, that's a narrow sector, isn't it?
Boy, this is a narrow canyon. Must be kind of cool though if you grew up like this. Take your mules out and go way in the back country, and looks like he's got all kinds of shit on them horses, on them mules.
I know it.
Tents and everything else.
Dropped out there by TJ Corral. Went up the highway, had to ride up the side of the highway to Doc Campbell's, and we rented a little room that night. That was our third night, I think. Third or fourth night. Third night. Rented a little room there, which is really, really nice. This was our fifth night camp. Pretty rough. We threw 3 or 4 shoes, so we had to bug out to all of the outposts, Doc Campbell's, and get taken care of. So they had a room to rent, so that's what we did. Hey, baby doll, how you doing this morning? Good. What's going on?
This credit trick was banned from the American public for decades. Now, a hidden consumer law in 2025 proves it's the key to skyrocketing your score into the 700s within weeks, and you can activate it.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up.
It was too hot. We both got hot staying inside. But it's nice to take a hot shower and have one of those. Nice. Anyway, we're taking off to the second part today. And spent the night there, kept our livestock there at Doc Campbell's with Becky Campbell.
Imagine that. Imagine riding your mules for days on end, then come out, get a room.
Look at that. They even have kennels for the dogs. And then after that, we rode right out of there, rode up on top. We got a cheater back there. Where'd we go? Oh, we went down. Remember, we crossed, I think it was the East Fork River.
Pretty
This is the
country.
East Fork. And where did we spend the night? Oh, we had a dry camp that night. We had stashed there off of North Star Road, there on Diamond Creek, I think it was. We had drove up there like the week before and stashed a barrel with some more supplies in it. There's some elk back up there on that ridge and those trees. Easy, easy. Just barely, there they go. They're moving up now.
Yeah, it is little, ain't it? I hope so. Hope you like it. I mean, you know, if somebody's got any suggestions, and
This was where our stash was.
You know, we can play it. It isn't just everything that I want to watch. I just look and see what I got.
Mainly feed for the mules and the horses.
You know?
He rides some nice horses.
See what I got.
And that's right.
You big old lady up there, lay down.
Our plan was the whole time
You
to
want
ride
a
from Willow
pillow?
Creek, cut all the way across the Gila, then cut across the Aldo Leopold wilderness, and come out at my place there on North Percha, which is in the Aldo Leopold, or in the what we call the Black Range. It's over there by Hillsborough, between Hillsborough and Kingston, and back to the north there, northwest. And that was our plan. But anyway, we dry camped. Didn't have water for the mules or horses that night, and it got late. We dry camped right there, and the next morning we rode up, and the weather got bad. I mean, big old black clouds came in, and I remember that frozen rain coming, just hitting on everything, and we just kept on riding, right? And to this day, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Well, I think we got on the wrong trail. I think the trail was clean, but there was so much downfall timber on the trail we were taking. We ended up at the top of Diamond Peak. I don't know what the elevation at Diamond Peak is, but it's way up there. And we got there after dark. And we set up. When we act like that, we want to be fast and mobile. And we just set up a tarp. And so that's what I did. Is we just strung up a tarp, not very high off the ground either. And we got our sleeping bags under there. And, you know, the whole time we were there, it was cold. I mean, it was really cold. But that feeling of packing up every day and
hidden inside the wires of every home is a flaw, a silent leak that energy companies never bothered to fix. Why? Because it was making them billions. This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a reality that one man, an ordinary American citizen, stumbled upon after receiving an electricity bill so outrageously high, it nearly pushed him to the breaking point.
I remember thinking, this can't be right.
Well, I've been trying to teach you how to speak, you know. There's MJ. Good morning.
Thought he went mad when he claimed he found a loophole.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up with your bullshit. Not you, MJ.
You know, being nomadic, just keep moving through the country.
Kind of crazy, ain't it?
I think that's
listening to all this shit.
So much about it. A lot of
rub salt on a lemon and make your shit hard.
You know, wall tents and everything.
Oh, shut up.
I've done some of that before too. But I think
anyways, good morning to you. How's your world going?
And you know, kind of
I might have some bad news for you.
You can carry a lot heavier
My
stuff.
buddy sent me a video of Salt Lake City.
You're backpacking, you don't really want to carry
It's cloud seeding.
But you still need to be careful.
Wow.
You need to watch your weight, you know, what you can.
Really?
In the summertime, it's not near as bad because you don't have to carry a bunch of heavy, you know, stuff.
Wow. Well, anyways, he sent me a TV news clip about them cloud seeding all over Utah. And you know the sad thing about it is I have tried for the last 8 years, telling him about cloud seeding and chemtrails. Said how we have the technology-free power, water. Yeah, keep on charging. Well, no chemtrails here in the last week. Wow. That's because Utah's cloud seeding. They're taking all your water. Let's go look. I told him, I says, you fucking with the weather. God don't control nothing in this world. And you believe in whatever you want. I'm not here to judge people or discredit their beliefs, but my world, now all the bad shit in this world is all man-made. So let's go look. Backwoods ain't in good shape. Backwoods ain't in good shape at all here. The fuck? Well, look at this. I don't know if you can see this. I gotta, hold on. All right. We had enough of this. And let me do this. It's going to take a minute. Everything's so fucking slow now. All right. So Backwoods is in pretty bad shape. Colorado ain't too bad on the east side. So that's what they're doing here in Utah. They're up on the east side is where the Wasatch Range is, and they're chemtrailing the shit out of it. I mean, cloud seeding. Now, Washington State, in my book, if you take Washington State and split it in half, Eastern is usually dry, but the West, up near the ocean and shit, is usually wet. Look at the dryness. I don't know if Alt's still in here. The Panhandle is pretty dry in Florida. A lot of dry country right now. But look at Maine. I think this is very unusual for the state of Maine. And we haven't gone into, we're in severe drought where I live, but we haven't gone into exceptional drought. So this is where I live. I'm in the northern part of the county. And you can see extreme drought. And now the whole state about halfway up was doing pretty good. Now they're going into abnormally dry and moderate drought. Oh, you see that? Everything's so slow trying to move all this shit around. So just bear with me. Maybe one day I'll get another 10 machine or whatever the fuck they're doing. But I got other shit. Happy frequency bullshit. Spraying chemtrails in the air. Frequency weapons, right. Oh, I think so. I think there's no question about it. And I was down at town hall here and I asked, have you heard of anybody's well going dry yet? That's what my biggest fear is. I don't know how big my well is, how deep. Someone told me it was 168 feet deep. But if you see the lake, you're like, holy shit, man. We went by the Kennebec River. Waves in the clouds, yeah. We went by the Kennebec River yesterday, and man, I mean, you could almost walk across the Kennebec River now. So I don't know how much long this is going to last. This is my forecast. It says fair. There ain't a fucking cloud in the sky, and they say fair. I don't understand these people. Like, who the fuck are you paying to look outside and calling it fair? All right. So another cold one tonight. High of 58 today. That's starting to get chilly. And then it looks like Sunday night, 30% chance of rain. So I hope we don't. I mean, we need the water. I think so. But how's Utah getting away with cloud seeding when Colorado is so dry? I don't understand that, how this all works. But anyway, so Monday night and Tuesday look like we're going to have rain. And 30%, 40%, 50%. Fair. It's spotless out there. No chemtrails, no nothing. I don't understand who gets paid to do that. Fuck, man. Give me a job. I'll look out my window every 3 times a day and then type it in, and there you go, $100 a week. So we got some rain on the way, supposedly. You know what I mean? These people are lazy in America. No, I ain't. I'll go to work for you. There's a good job for Ralph that can handle. He can handle that. Ozzy, man. I got you covered. Hold on a second. This is Ozzy, man. It could be funny. It could not be funny. We need a little laughter in our lives. Bearskin hoodie. Fuck off. Just fuck off with your bullshit.
G'day everyone. Welcome to me reviews.
Hold on. Come on, go to full screen. Oh, this is ridiculous now. Come on. I turned everything off I could. All right. Try doing it this way. There we go. Man, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Staying focused is the hardest thing for a modern human to do. The gushing water in this video represents information, tasks, goals, people you need to get back to. If you can reach down and catch one of those fast-moving droplets and focus on it, that's a huge win. And you should immediately pat yourself on the back and reward yourself with a distraction. Even right now, there's
that's effing crazy.
you're meant to be attending to, but you've gone, fuck it,
I think if he goes off there, he's a done deal. What do you think?
And I like that. And yet AI
He'd be ground hamburger in 10 minutes.
Focus, dickhead, or you die. Death. Life. Focus can be inserted adjacent to those two big-ticket experiences. In some cases, if you have a lapse in concentration, you die. In other cases, you might find that a lapse in concentration results in living. We admire those.
What the hell's that girl doing?
Scenario. Although, to quote Jeff Goldblum, life finds a way. But that quote is from 1993. In 2025, it is the internet that finds
Oh, bouncy bouncies. Yeah, baby. I'm liking this.
Endlessly watching quality, loopable content. And before you know it, you're also a parent. Sorry, this compilation is really losing focus and continuity, but no one's mind is more scrambled or unreliable.
He can't find the baby.
The mind of a new parent. He's thinking, shit, where's the kid? I lost the kid.
I lost the kid.
But I can't see him or find the kid. He's calling his misso saying, I've lost the kid. And this lady says, yo, wanker, the kid's on your back.
Distraction. Oh, yeah.
Says, sorry, hon, I'll call you later. He simply needs a lunch break. Your stomach is a bastard. If it's too empty, you can't focus. If it's too full, you pass out. Thankfully for this family stuck in an overwhelming onslaught of madness, this bloke's tum-tum was in a perfect state of mind to lend a helping hand. He's even saying, don't forget your handbag, ma'am. It's surely a vessel of laser-focused organisation. Oh, and kids, you've got school tomorrow. You're not getting out of that. Okay, let's go. Come with me if you want to live. As long as you're focused when it counts, that's potentially the most important thing. And focus is interchangeable from person to person. Whoa, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
Wow, the cow just...
That's gold. I just took a break to scroll and I found this video of a pony with a keyboard. I guess it's like Patch Adams cheering up sick kids and cheering up staff, like hospital, like everyone in a hospital. What was I on about again? Oh yeah, staying focused. It's hard. It's super hard. Even if you're an elite athlete. Have I used this clip? I think I have. Shit.
Mayhaps in the most ponderous and reflective of moments, I tend to conclude that humans only maintain focus for long periods of time when they have a target. Literally a target, and generally another human as the target. Someone they wish to see defeated for whatever reason or beef they have. I don't know why this is.
No life for the rest
Suffice to say,
of their life, in my opinion. They have destroyed the family unit. We used to be a great country. Now everyone is business for themselves, unfortunately. Right on.
This is a sick video to end on. What am I doing? Cut to a beautiful sky. You go out there and you find your big, beautiful sky to focus on.
Bouncy, bouncy, like that one. I did too. I know there's a big disconnect. You know, I will tell you something, though. You know, you're a whole lot younger than I am. And I can tell you, you know, I was 68 this year. Well, January. Anyway, I spent time in an old folks' home the last couple of days. And I can't tell you how many people in there will tell you right out. I wish I could just shit the bed. I wish I could die. Many of them can't walk. They're in a wheelchair. They get pushed in a big room, and that's it. Oh, by the way, 4 people died supposedly last week from Corona Bona there. Send shivers through the spines of everybody. Anyway, not having kids. Not having kids, and as you get older, sometimes, you know, most of them people in there, they got kids. They don't even come and see their fucking grandparents or their parents, man. Like Jewel, what Jewel does, she's like the best.
Don't raise dragons right off the bat. For new players, at the start of the game, don't rush to raise dragons. You might get a powerful dragon, but early resources are limited, and raising dragons consumes a lot of resources, which will slow down your economic development. As the game progresses, the enemy's attack speed will gradually increase. The dragon's bonus will not be sufficient to support you and help you win the game. Therefore, I suggest new players start by building watchtowers. Your archers stationed in the watchtowers can shoot enemies from afar and stay safe on higher ground. Once you complete the construction of the first watchtower, you can continue to unlock the second one.
I'm going to tell you something.
Level, more firepower.
I just got done telling you, no chemtrails, no nothing. And right to the east of me is a big old fat chemtrail being laid down right in front of the sun. Don't question anything. They just do what they're told. I agree with you. I think they're just so burnt out with your bullshit. Remember when we were having all the trouble in here and I was thinking I was getting hacked and all that shit? So I went and bought this thing, and I don't know if I can pick it up and show you. Basically, I had bought this thing. And so I called Spectrum. And I says, I got a Ethernet plug splitter. Can you explain to me how to... You can't use that. You can't use that. I'm fucking using it, you fucking asshole. 7 years this was sitting on the shelf. And I got rid of my Wi-Fi. You know, I got rid of the Wi-Fi. You do remember that. I was fucking pissed about the whole thing. And I said, what an asshole, Ralph. You did all your homework. You don't, you got one Ethernet plug coming over here, and you needed two plugs. Number one, I figured it'd stop the buffering. Number two, I could turn off my Wi-Fi. And it was like, why the fuck would you tell me that? Bullshit. I'm using it and it's working. So, you know, I just fucking find everything you ask is ridiculous, you know? I ask you a simple question. You can't use that on our shit. So then I went and bought Rhonda told me what modem to buy, the one that sends the Wi-Fi out. And I did. And I got a lot more control over it. I can turn it off and I can still use Ethernet plug. Well, yeah. And not only that, Josh came here maybe in April. And he said, I had my phone and I was down the street and I picked up your Wi-Fi. I said, what are you talking about? I picked up your Wi-Fi down the street. I'm like, how the fuck are you doing that? I got the thing on 10% power. He says, well, I did. I said, okay. So I went and got this thing and didn't ask Spectrum. I got this thing and I plugged it in and I hooked everything up and it's working. And so then I went into the control panel for the new modem or whatever you call it and turned off Wi-Fi. I had one bitch. How many years ago was that? That had been about 8 years ago. Fucking tell me, because I could lower the power. The serviceman came here when we were having all that trouble. And he showed me how to operate the Wi-Fi, how to turn 5G off, how to lower the power. Lower your power. If you're using Wi-Fi in your house, lower your power. Find a way, find the control. And I would tell you not to run this shit. The other thing is turn the shit off at night. If you're not using it, why would you leave it running? That's just my own opinion. Anyway, so I think we got a little bit of secure shit now that I'm not going to say it can't be because, I watched this video. Carol Never Lose Truth did a good video yesterday. So, somebody got her cell phone. I'll tell this story the best I can. Somebody got her cell phone. They took samples of her talking to a friend. And then they called her husband. And her husband looks at her phone. It's a picture of his wife. And some guy comes on and says, we want $2,500 or we'll kill your wife. And this is a new thing that they're doing. She had several examples of it. I don't think it's random. I think actually this is the way shit's going now with all this technology. So the guy called his supposedly FBI friend, told her what happened. He pinged her phone, and her phone was at the hospital where she works. He walks in. Are you all right? Yeah, what the fuck's going on? Well, your husband's on the phone with this clown that wants $2,500 or he's going to kill you. Now, I'm going to go back in time, which 7 years ago, and 25, get real. Yeah. Wait till I get one on here. Wait, if I get that on here, I'd be, You'll kill her? How much you want to kill her? Do you want $2,500 to kill her? I'm so tired of that bitch. Could you imagine that? Chemtrails, just like here again, first in many days. Isn't that be fucking hilarious? And like, well, you got to mail me the money if you want me to kill her. I says, well, I'll meet you at Hannaford's parking lot. I'll have a chocolate lab dog. It's all good. But the technology, the state police and the FBI are not doing a goddamn thing about this shit. Yeah, government shut down. 1 o'clock sharp. I'm going to take my dog for a piss. That's the signal. And when she's done pissing, how are you doing, sis? And when that dog's pissing, we're getting in the car and leave. You can keep the bitch. We're talking, let's go see that. Let's go see if I can find it. Because, man, I'll tell you what. Bring the dog, bring my 45 and rob the guy. You don't know what's going on, sis? You just got here. I'm going to try to find it for you in the video. So Carol played this section, and I'm kind of really pissed at Carol because she's lost about 50 people, and she lost 50 people because she plays these fucking videos. She's really loud. She's really loud. You know, when she talks, she's good and loud, but the videos are less than half the volume. All right, give me a second here. I'm going to find this because I want you guys to see this. So what they did, sis, is a husband and wife. The husband gets a phone call, looks at his phone. It says his wife with the picture of his wife. So this guy comes on and says, I'm going to kill your wife if you don't give me $2,500. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Steal his car, you know, whatever. Anyway, so the guy gets a call. Somebody says, I got your wife hostage. I'm going to kill her if you don't send me the money. $2,500. $2,500, not $25,000. $2,500. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. They can hack this shit now. Where the hell Carol's video go? I thought that was so what we were laughing at when you came in here was, can you imagine if I got a call on the phone? It says, oh, I don't want her back. I hate that bitch. How much money you want to kill her? And then the guy says, you want to do what? Anyways, good morning. I miss you guys. I cannot find Carol's video. Oh, I've been watching all kinds of stupid shit going on in this world, man. And my some guy got arrested. He's one of them auditors, and he got arrested because he told the cop to shut up. Then they were all out on the street corner they were searching this truck, and a whole bunch of these auditors showed up. He went live, and then a bunch of the people in his room drove there and started videotaping the whole thing. Man, they were tormenting them cops like you wouldn't believe. And the dog, the drug dog, said he got a hit. He didn't get no hit. You were lying. So they're yelling at him, "Hey, pigs! Did the piggy lie or did the dog lie?" I thought that was funny. I could play a little bit of that if you want. We got some stuff to do today. We're just trying to play catch up. I can't find Carol's fucking video. Anyways, what's new, Sister Golden here? Oh, what's that coffee you like? This is crazy now. Come on. Supposedly a ceasefire in Gaza. All right, hold on. I'm not promising you nothing. Let me find this. Well, what's going on in the world? My Negro's ashes. Sorry about this. Maybe this ain't gonna work if I can't find her. I probably passed it. Yep. Almost over. Heavy rain. Man, we just showed what a drought I'm in. Dark coffee beans. So my buddy, I've been talking to for a long time, many years in Utah. He sends me this video of the state of Utah around the clock cloud seeding. They're in real bad shape too. Don't get me wrong. And I'm like, I told you they were doing that shit 6 years ago when Mike Morales was around. That kind of aggravates me. You know what I mean? A little bit. I mean, I don't hate the guy. Boy, this is fucked up. This is way fucked up. Whatever's going on here, I don't think I passed her video. There's Dabu's live, so she should be right around here somewhere. Unless they pulled the channel, unless she got rid of the videos when she's done. I'm not seeing Carol's videos. I'm gonna go a couple days ago. But you got to see this. You got to see this. It's like you got a phone call from me on your cell phone, sis. And it says Radical Ralph calling you with my picture and all. And somebody on the phone send us $2,500 and we'll kill Ralph. Once you got talking, you never go back. Man, Carol, I think, pulled the video. It looks like it. I can't find one of Carol's video on 3 days ago. Where's Leslie this morning? Jewel, where's Jewel this morning? We have the whole gang here if they show up. Oh my. No, I'm like 4 days ago. I think she's pulling her videos now. Oh, that sucks. But anyway, that's a premise. They're hacking into cell phones now. And they're pretending to be somebody you know. I remember Brian. Who remembers in the room Brian? Remember Brian, Verdi's kid? And he used to call me with a 207 number and play a recording of stupidity. I didn't need that shit in my life up here. Brian, if he's still around. I cannot find Carol's video. So if anyone's got yesterday's video from Carol, put the link in chat because I can't. Where's my assist? Where's the grand poopah? Leslie's supposed to be in the house. I'm going way back and I can't find a video. And it was only one section. Not only is it hard for me to find it, now it's hard for me. There it is. Let's see. I got it. I got it, sis. I got it. All right. Anyways, good to see you guys this morning. Got a lot of views. Oh, what the fuck is this now? No, I want live. Man, oh man. Good old little coffee room. It gets good when we get 10 people in here. I don't remember the last time that happened, but all right, I found it. Let's go see. Let's go see if I can find this story. It's like, what? How the hell are you? How are you doing this?
Hello, everybody. It is August 9, 2025. Hello, Tony and Kevin and Andrew. Diggy, hi. And yeah. In my phone, she is Mama. And in my brother's phone, she is Mom.
Okay. I look how quick I found that. I'm pretty good.
And for context, and this is a homestead journey. Another channel that I have recommended. Things are just getting so crazy out there. Now even scams are on the rise. You've probably noticed it now. But usually the elderly are targeted or people that are very inexperienced. But now even people that are tech savvy are getting scammed.
Please stop what you're doing. Listen, please.
Listen to this.
The scariest scam just happened to us. I'm still very shaken. It didn't even happen to me. Please send this to your parents.
All right, fuck off. Let's get on with it, young lady.
Send this to them or let them know that this is happening. Okay. So about half an hour ago, my husband got a call from my phone number. It had my picture. It had my name. Everything about it. It was my number. It was like a regular call. He didn't even think anything.
Thank you, sis. I'm sorry. This is it.
Saying he was holding me hostage and was going to shoot me if my husband did not transfer him money through Zelle. My husband immediately started texting our good friend that's in the FBI, and that guy instructed him to keep the guy on the phone.
Now, I got a question for you. Put a 1 in chat if you can do this. Can you, when you're on the phone, having a phone call, can you text somebody? Because this part of the story seems a little goofy to me. So the husband's on the phone with somebody threatening to kill his wife. And he texts his FBI friend. Now think about all the information he's got to do in that text. I just got a phone call. You can? All right. Well, I didn't think you could text and call at the same time. But it seemes like the guy would be typing his ass off to explain what's going on. Anyways,
So our FBI friend leaves work and is headed to me to make sure everything's okay. Josh was able to drag this phone call out for 5 minutes, and in the meantime, this guy is asking for, he's getting hostile, and he's asking for the money via Zelle. My husband's like, I don't know what Zelle is. Do you have Venmo? Because he's just like trying to prolong the conversation. He's like, also, I really need to talk to her. I need to make sure she's okay. After about 5 minutes of this, he still wouldn't put me on the phone, obviously, because I wasn't there. So Josh, my husband, hung up and called me right back, and I answered, and he was like freaking out, right? Anyways, the scariest part of all this is that they call from your number, and they knew everybody's names. So please spread the word that this is a new scam.
You understand what she's saying?
It is very terrifying. And I know.
Can you imagine if I got a phone call?
People would just give them account numbers.
Ralph, yeah.
Gosh,
I got your wife here. Yeah.
If we spread it
You got my wife? Yeah. We're going to kill her if you don't send me the $2,500. You're going to do what? I can't listen to this broad. This is a woman I could never be living with or dating with or even have a friendship. She just goes on and on and on. There's fucking 10 minutes to tell us basically the same thing. I build self-sustaining greenhouse over my fish. Yeah, we seen that. She's the killer. No, but can you imagine if I got a call on you? Bro, we're gonna kill your wife here if you don't get us some money. What money? Well, you're gonna pay me $2,500 to get your wife back. How much is it gonna cost me to get rid of the bitch? You know, that'd be funny as shit, man. That would be funny as shit. New building round just started yesterday. Good. So I think that would be funny as shit. And the guy on the other end of the phone that's scamming me, I said, look, I'll give you your $2,500. Just get rid of her. And I'll meet you at the Hannaford's parking lot. I'll be the one walking around the bushes with my dog, a chocolate lab. Just come up to me and I'll give you the money. Just get rid of her. She can't cook anyway. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. I remember Brian did that to me. Similar to that. And he was calling with a 207 area code. And then when I got it, it's like, this is a state police, and we want you're in big trouble and all this shit. I was like, I really don't need that kind of bullshit, Brian. I haven't seen him. Anybody seen him? All right, I got a cool video. What do you think of that? Yeah, he did. I mean, he didn't threaten me. He wasn't threatening or nothing. He just played some audio bullshit. Supposedly there's a ceasefire in Gaza. Trump was asked, does that mean you're going to quit bombing them? So a lot of people are going back to Gaza. Remember, they got to drag their shit. They don't have a car. And New Jersey road slides. Oh, I guess a road in New Jersey slid apart. Yeah, I just watched this The Real Deal on Trump. You know, anybody here want to be educated on October 7th? By the way, we just had an anniversary of the big massacre over there, which was bullshit. It was the fucking Jew military. It was the oh yeah, maybe. Maybe, sis. I usually don't go into this, but Whirlman's pretty good, and I don't know. I don't know. And then he had trouble with his boyfriend. So he was having quite a bit of issue with his boyfriend. Then he moved out, got another boyfriend or something. I don't know.
Hello, I'm
I just think that whole thing is really something in my life. Throughout my life, I've had a lot of experiences in my life. That whole thing was bullshit. I talked to Verdi on a dying bed and told me that there was money left for Brian. There was, you know, the when you die, insurance policy, yada yada, and I don't know what the fuck happened. The whole thing seems like then when Verdi went in the hospital to die, she left the paperwork supposedly with this blind girl that was living in that battered women's shelter. And when Verdi went in the hospital, a couple of days later, the blind girl went in the hospital, the way the story went. And she had access to all Verdi's personal paperwork. So, and I told her to mail it up here. Mail it up here. Put it in an envelope, mail all your shit up here, and I'll take care of your shit for you. Well, I guess she ran out of time. And anyways, the blind woman died. So Brian went back to the shelter and explained to the pastor, the so-called pastor, what had happened, and he needs that paperwork, and the pastor wouldn't give it to her. The other thing was, Verdi's cremation was supposedly paid for by Verdi. And then I found out later string cheese paid the whole deal. Anyways, let's listen to this.
Dirty tricks. But first, please remember to like and subscribe to our show. Now let's get into it.
Yeah.
Israeli media outlets have declared Hamas the ultimate winner of the war, saying Israel now faces diplomatic isolation, global hatred, and economic ruin, while having failed to achieve its goal of expelling Palestinians.
Weird stuff. It was really weird. But I don't think you ever get beat on me.
300,000 Palestinians are dead.
That's absolutely fucking bullshit. To allow a modern day world to have almost 700,000 dead. And that's what they're counting. It could be, you know, a hell of a lot more. But I will say, sis, that you never, during that attack from St. James, I don't ever remember you attacking me. And I think we communicated, and I told you, this woman is pulling a fast one over my eyes. Then shame on me. But right now, I believe she was going through everything that she was telling me was the truth. And so St. James was telling me that Verdi had all this acreage in Colorado. And I says, what the fuck are you doing, James? Well, I didn't like the story because I think she's bullshitting you. And so I called Verdi. I says, I sold that shit like at the time, like 7 years ago. And I called James back. I said, let me tell you something. I don't know what kind of guy you are to hire somebody to fucking go spy on somebody to find out all their particulars. I mean, maybe they're creeps like you. But why don't you get in your fucking car and get on Route 40 or Route 10, and in 2 days you'll be at Verdi's place from New Mexico. Go pick her up and take her to her first chemotherapy. Take her out to have a good dinner and sit there while she's doing chemo. Yeah, James is dead. St. James is dead. No, he's dead. From what I heard, he had some kind of diabetes and died and rotted in his house, from what I heard. But like I said, all this crazy shit. So I pleaded with St. James to go there, kidney failure, to go there. You got the money. You probably spent $5,000 looking into her personal shit. You should be able to get her medical shit and find out whether she's lying or not. But James said she was a liar. She was lying. And then she got all Palomir Booger and all them people that used to come in the room, the 40 people that used to come in this room. You remember them days? 30, 40 people in the room every morning. And then I called Mike Morales. I said, you're not going to donate to Verdia? Not even to, I don't know Verdia. What do you mean you don't know Verdia, Mike? From the first time I went into your live stream, that woman always would sit there and welcome every person that came in the room, including me. Welcome, Radical. Good to see you. How you doing? She was a big part of Mike Morales's room, I think. So were you guys. Yes, he did. Yeah, sided with James. And then they got all the rest. I think that video is still up. I think the video is still up. The day we went live, I think it was like a 6-hour video because I'm trying to battle this shit and find out what the truth is. I don't want to be used as a fucking shoehorn. I want to get down to the truth. And he couldn't. And James couldn't. James had the money to fly there. 2-hour flight, hour and a half flight, whatever. Get a cheap room, get a rental car, and take her out to her chemo. I left that video open. You got to search for it. I don't remember it was Radical. I don't think it was Worthless Goyam. All right, let's hear what he's got to say.
And unlivable for decades. But ascribing victory to Hamas helps get the world off Israel's back.
I wonder Mike's live too.
Not only did it suffer a heavy defeat on October 6,
no kidding.
2023, but also that it failed to defeat its enemy 2 years later. Therefore, perpetuating the
there were a lot of people in that room used to come here.
And Jewish victimhood.
And St. James tells me you should just be glad you have these people in your live stream.
An opportunity to regroup.
Because Mike Morales is the only reason you got a big channel like that. Big channel, 40 people. I mean, I'm not complaining. I didn't like it because
to convince the world that Hamas was in every single one of these homes, every school.
Look at this shit, man. This is what the fucking Jews had done to these people. That's absolutely, and you hear what he said? They were telling the world that Hamas lived in every one of these fucking homes. And that was so untrue. Yeah, I don't, St. James started belittling. And then the next day on the live stream, the first thing that I noticed on that live stream was that was the first time back then, before the Jews took it away from us, thumbs down numbers. And before I even started the live stream, I had 6 thumbs down every morning. And that went up to 15. This is what they did in a modern day world.
On every street.
And you let this happen?
The United Nations
Fuck
has
you,
called
Trump.
this a genocide. And now a clear majority of Americans hate Israel and express a desire to end all financial and military assistance to the Zionist state. All of which has left Zionist leaders in a state of dread and panic, which is why Israel is in a propaganda overdrive, having launched a $1 billion propaganda campaign to restore its shattered reputation in America and Europe. It aims to use the media to incite hatred and fear of Arabs and Muslims. It will convince Christians in the West that Israel stands on the front line of a new holy war against Islam, and then will double down on this manufactured hysteria by carrying out false flag terror attacks in the West.
We are fighting the battle of the free world. We are fighting the battle to prevent the barbarians from storming into Europe, first from conquering all the Middle East, storming into Europe, and then attacking the United States. Now, whether or not people see it, it's true. And I'm very proud of our soldiers who, in defending ourselves so courageously, are also defending all of free civilization.
Our enemies hate all of us with equal venom. They want to drag the modern world back to the past, to a dark age of violence, fanaticism, and terror.
On the 24th of September, we forewarned Israel was making preparations for a false flag terror attack in the United Kingdom or the United States, a prediction based on the fact that Zionists suddenly began hyperventilating about the imminent likelihood of another 9/11, the day after a half dozen Western countries officially recognized Palestinian statehood. Now, guess what happened just 12 days after we aired this warning on this episode?
A deadly attack on a synagogue in Manchester on the holiest day in the Jewish calendar.
Manchester police are saying they're at the scene of a reported stabbing.
Someone in the crowd shouted, "He's got something on him."
They're arresting people over there. Yeah, war pigs. You know, one of the things, I don't give a shit if I had 1,000 people in live, right? But I would need help. And Sister Golden here, amongst some of you others, used to call me. I tell you to call me on my phone, and I'd have the phone right here. And Sister would help me read the comments, because unlike TV, I believe that this platform, you should be answering your comments. And if you can't answer your comments, then you need to share your channel with someone else where they can go in. If you did a video and you got 10,000 views, I think you should be able to have people scroll through them, and that separates this from television. Batter. I miss that so much. We don't have anyone come in here anymore. You know, I think it was around June. We had someone else. Leslie brought somebody in, Michael. But we haven't had anybody come in here in a long time. And I went and looked yesterday for 45 minutes last night on my channel, that if I do leave a live stream up, you can comment on it. And I couldn't find, comments are turned off on this video, but I couldn't figure out how to turn them back on again. I went and I scrubbed through it all, you know, so it's all good. It's all good. It's good to see you guys. I mean,
our prediction was also based on Israel's history of staging false
flag, including 9/11, JFK, Waco. You know, after they burnt the children to death, for anybody that cares, when they killed, yeah. So then Trump. So then all our presidents go over there. But I don't think Bill Clinton kissed the wall. I think Trump did. I can go find videos of it, but I'm not going to waste my time with it. He's right up their ass. You know what I mean? He's on his knees. And fucking, I've been watching video. I can sit here and go down the line if you want tomorrow. Put a 1 in chat if you want me to go get videos on everything I've been watching about there. But Trump sidestepped the question, says, does this mean Israel is going to stop bombing these children? And he said, we'll see. Well, okay, if you want the show tomorrow to revolve around what I've been seeing, I'm not going to play you no Rumble. I'm not going to play no Rumble because, but anything that I see that was of interest, and I already got 3 videos I'd share with you. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And those are, they're talking about the Donald Trump, oh, the most horrible conditions on the face of the planet that anyone state. You should have seen what the North Vietnamese did to our fucking prisoners in the what was that called? Ho Chi Minh? No. Hotel Saigon. I forgot what it was called. Anybody know where John McCain? It is. It is. It's an absolute. And then, you know me, but it's an absolute disgrace. And the world ain't standing by. Fucking Italy shut down all the arms shipments. Spain, I heard this morning, shut down. The dock workers are not going to load any ships with Jew shit. I think they should load them and put about 700-800 pounds of C4 in there with a timer. When that ship gets out to sea, it fucking sinks. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see that in the next couple of weeks, whether it's food or arms. It's 600 tractor trailers a day just to sustain the Palestinian people, and the fucking Jews are keeping them out. Did you hear they beat up Greta? Anyone hear about that? Anybody really care? Well, why is my goddamn country giving them filthy fucking religion? Yeah, Greta Thunberg got beat up on the flotilla. The IDF, you didn't hear this? That was last week's Jew news. It is unbelievable. Yeah, so they had 40 boats or 50 boats on the flotilla loaded with food. They weren't armed. They went, people from all over the world got on the boats and helped. And when they were pulling into Gaza's water, the fucking IDF jumped them. And they get on the boats with fucking machine guns. Like, they're such cowards, man. These people are cowards. And if you watch a Rumble that I'm watching, definitely cowards. Anyway, and they imprisoned them. And they beat the shit out of some of them. They pulled Greta right off the boat by her hair. They pepper sprayed them. They did all kinds of nasty shit. And I think all them boats are stolen now. I think the Jew took their boats. They won't give them the boats back. There's a lot of bad shit going on here. And I can't believe this slob in the White House is sucking dick to him. And I know some people might not like that kind of language. And if you're a backer of Trump, that's your own deal. That's your own uncivil fucking way of life. That ain't mine. This fucking slob was supposed to get us out of wars. He's fucking put National Guard into all these states illegally. The Supreme Court's going to rule on it this week, I believe. Let me explain. No, this is way by far more damage than Biden did. Anyway, so I went and filled out paperwork for heating assistance. When you're old in Maine, you can apply for heating assistance, and there's a federal program to help seal up your house and do capacity comitatus. Very good. High five. And if he's doing it for this bullshit, what's he going to do next? That's my question. When are we going to be facing National Guard and U.S. military in our own streets? Anyway, so just hear this out. So I start talking to the lady. She says, all our federal funding is gone. Because I was asking, why were you giving me this amount of money for the last 6-7 years? And now it's dropped so much. And she says, this is state money. So we only have so much amount of money coming from the state. I said, I thought this was a federal program. Well, this Jew, loving communist in the White House, decided not only to put Palantir, and give them a full reign of data collection in there, but he give the Jew another $13 billion, and they took the fucking Palantir, thank you. They took the Leahy out. I don't know if you knew that. And he shit canned all the fucking people that worked in Washington to get states federal heat assistance and housing program. And I said to the lady, yeah. I mean, where do you I'll watch this later. I mean, let's go deal with American people and what we're going through. So I'm going to tell you about Maine. Maine pays the highest price for home heating fuel. And I think the news said 62% of Mainers heat with oil. Eliminates. Yeah. Oh, it gets even better. And Jugal's giving me a tough time with this. So I came home and I'm like, what happened? It was in the federal program. Now, Backwards is out there paying taxes. Trump planned to cut light heat program 4 months ago, 6 months ago. They're going to give me a tough time. They ain't going to give it to me. No. And I don't have... I'll just play this one. I don't know who this is. I didn't watch this. Let's go play this one. This was in April, by the way. And
Yesterday, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and President Trump fired the first of what will be, we think, over 20,000 people at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. They got rid of Connecticut's Administration for Children and Families Regional Office in Boston, which administers our Head Start program, our Meals on Wheels program, TANF, that's the Temporary Aid for Needy Families program, Child Support Enforcement, and services for runaway and homeless youth. What does that mean for those vital, essential programs
this ain't covering it.
Connecticut relies on to serve our most vulnerable constituents?
But, I mean, Meals on Wheels, when you get older, man, if you ain't got no family, you're about fucked, You're going to be by yourself. And sometimes these people can't feed themselves. And Jugal's not giving me let me change this to. It's not even giving me this heating assistance. Heating. Let's see if it says assistance. Nope. And you're all getting up there in age. Thank you. Hold on. So, you know, I'm a libertarian. I don't believe in taxing, and I don't believe our money should be spent on a lot of programs in this country. But as long as you're dealing with the Federal Reserve and phony Jew money, then I think you gotta fucking take care of your people out of that. You know what I mean? And like backwards paying taxes. He's working and he's paying taxes. And okay, we need a strong defense. But and I said this to the lady. She was a lot younger than me, and she looked at me. She says, "I never thought of that. We spend all this money on defense, but if your goddamn people in your state ain't got a life to live and can't keep themselves fed and warm, what are you defending?" I think you do. I think as long as you got money to Israel, money to Ukraine, yada yada yada, it only makes sense to help out American people that need help. Period. Yeah. There you go. But this one isn't about Maine. This is 6 million families pay their energy bills. Here's what at risk if caught. This is old video because they already did it. This is an old story. So I'm going to tell you about this fat communist. First of all, he's a commander in chief. And you should do you're a billionaire and you can reduce the size of your gut with a little exercise, right? Because you're the commander in chief. You don't want some fucking slob that can't run a quarter mile. Anyways, he gets into office the first time, and it was about February and March. And if any of you guys do your homework, this is where I wish we had 1,000 people in here because we could probably find it. And he announces that the state of Maine, specifically, he didn't mention any other state, needs to get their home heating assistance program finished because we're going to cut it. That's the first thing this motherfucker did on his first administration. He didn't get rid of the tips. He didn't get rid of the lock her up. He didn't get rid of reefer laws. The ATF is still exploding like a bunch of pigs. Yeah, I remember that. And I'm not saying that to be nasty or rude. I'm just telling you a story of my experience in this country. I think if you're going to give Israel or any other country, including South Korea, you know how much money we spend on defending South Korea. I think we got 25,000, 30,000 troops there. And they all got to get paid, and they all got to get fed, and they all got to get their medical, and they all got to be housed. Fuck it, it's time. It's 65 fucking years have gone by with this Korean bullshit. Tell Korea we got a year. We'll leave you some armaments. And if your people don't want to fight and save the country, well, then let it go to North Korea. I personally don't care. And my low-income heating assistance program, LIHEAP. So if you look this up in your town, you might be able to get help. But right now, the money's coming from the state. But I heard a commercial last night when I was watching the weather, and it says Susan Collins. You want to call Susan Collins? Let's do that. Thank you for this. Congress created a program in 1981. Now, 1981, 1983, home heat and fuel was 88 cents a gallon. I think diesel was about 90 cents a gallon. And then shortly after that, like 87, all of a sudden diesel fuel started going through the roof. I think it's 570 in California for a gallon of diesel fuel, which is almost the same as home heating fuel. Let's call Susan Collins. We haven't done a phone call in a while. You like that? Sure. Because this was a commercial. And it comes on, we want you to call Susan Collins to thank her to saving lie heat. Let's see how difficult this is going to be to try to find this with the new Jugal. Oh, man. Oh, I can't tell you. She's running around telling that she got Parkinson's. She ain't got Parkinson's. She got Lyme. And, of course, Jugal ain't going to give me phone number. Just bear with me here. I think that'd be a good phone call. We'll find it right off out of her mouth. Here's phone number. Born in 1952. She's 72 years old. Entered offered in 1997. Fucking term limits. God damn it. Come on now. All right, hold on. I might be getting closer. No, I don't want all these other people. I want fucking Susan Collins. Watch this. It's going to tell me an email with some shit. Nope. Nope. 202. Let's see. 202 is Washington. I didn't want Washington's phone number. Hold on. Let me see where this is going to take us. Yeah, my name is Ralph up here in Maine. I wanted to apply for lie heat, and the lady there told me that it's all state money now, that Donald Trump had pulled the lie heat program. Is that true?
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I'm calling you is because I got TV up here, over-the-air TV, watching the news yesterday, and they told us to call you. So if you don't know what's going on, is there somebody there that knows what's going on?
Yeah, I was just going to say the issue you're calling about sounds like the state office could help. If you want, I can give you the state office number and you can...
No, I don't want a state house office. I want a goddamn Susan Collins. I want to know what's going on. That's what the commercial. You're running a commercial telling me to call you, and this is the kind of results I get?
office, so it'd still be.
Okay, state office. Okay, what's their phone number?
Their phone number is 207.
Yeah.
945.
0417. Have a good day. See the arrogance? You don't know the first thing about what the fuck I'm talking about? Are you fucking insane? And you call this a fucking representative? A fucking senator? That's it. And some may say I'm trying to embarrass this fucking witch. I'm not. I'm not. I did what the fucking TV told me to fucking do. Call Susan Collins. They embarrass themselves because they're fucking nothing but a bunch of Jews. And that asshole sound like he just got out of bed. Probably your grandson's kids or something. Here we go. State level.
Senator Collins' office. How may I help you?
Yeah, I seen, first of all, I went and applied for LIHEAP, and they were telling me that in the budget, they took the money out of LIHEAP, and then I was watching the weather last night, and there was a commercial. Call Susan Collins and thank her for federal program of LIHEAP getting back reinstated. Is that true?
I'm not entirely sure, but anything that you do express to me, I will bring to her.
I don't know what that means, but I just called DC and the cokehead that answered the phone, and I'm on a live YouTube right now. I'm letting you know you're being recorded, and I'm not doing this to humiliate anybody. But that last guy in my chat had a lot of a-hole comments going on. Now I don't know what the hell is going on. Why you'd run and spend money running a commercial encouraging me to call Susan Collins when the Washington office and the state office don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure of that ad, but anything that you do express to me, I will write it down.
Well, we're not trying to express. I'm trying to get information. And neither one of you guys seem to know what's going on with LIHEAP, which is a big deal up here in Maine. And right now, again, yesterday morning, when I went and applied, I heard that from them, from LIHEAP people, that it's a state program because the feds pulled out on it. And then at 6 o'clock at night, I'm seeing an ad encouraging all of us to call Susan Collins and thank her for her LIHEAP. Now, the bottom of the commercial says Susan Collins. Do you understand how and why there's so many people in this country that despise you people? And I'm not blaming you. Do you understand that? I'm just calling. I'm calling the horse to hear out of the horse's mouth. And neither one of you down there in Washington or here know what the hell I'm talking about. But yet somebody's paying for a commercial to call Susan Collins and thank her. Thank her for what? I don't know if I don't know if it's got reinstated because neither one of you know whether it's been reinstated.
Yeah, I do know that earlier this year, the Trump administration did try to eliminate the program.
You mean the communist?
I do know in August 2025, our chair, Susan Collins, she successfully moved to restore the funding, the Trump administration's proposed cuts. But past that, that's all I have, all the statements that I can see. Past that, I can write down everything else.
No, but that's something. Do you understand? You gave me a little bit of bird seed there, and that's something.
Yeah, and I apologize for not initially.
No, I don't want
the staffer that deals with this. So I was just trying to figure out the statements before I made anything exact. So that's why I wrote it down first.
Do you know when that communist first got in? And you might not remember it, but I certainly do. It was February or March of that year where he got on TV and he turned around and said, Maine better get their lie heat program straightened out because we're going to cut it. And he couldn't do it the first time. And it looks like he did it the second time. And I'm going to tell you something. As long as we're dealing with a Federal Reserve in this country and a phony, privately owned banking and money system, I think that's the least they can do for the people in Maine, especially with home heating oil going to $4 or $5 a gallon. I'm paying $650 for a ton of coal, good, clean anthracite coal, to heat my house. Why am I paying $650? 300 delivered, 400 at the most. Coal. He's bragging about energy prices coming down. I'm seeing my gas prices coming up. I'm seeing my coal prices explode, which are rocks out of the ground. But I'm heating my house with American-made fuel or dug fuel, harvested fuel. I'm not doing pedophile Saudi Arabian oil to heat my house. I'm just saying, you know, dude, I'm an old man, and I know why people in this country are getting so strained and so stressed. The money's worthless under this pig, and it was the last pig, and the last pig before him, and the last communist before him, and before him, and before him, that got us this way. And unless you get rid of the Federal Reserve and go back, like your Federalist Papers, which probably Susan Collins don't even know that it says right in your federal pass, all bearers will be paid in gold and silver. And now we got worthless trash where you're paying $80,000 for a piece of shit car that's got all planned obsolescence. That's another thing. Nobody in this country is talking about the criminal acts that, especially with European new cars, 40, 50,000 miles, transmissions going. It's crazy. You're going to be my age soon, and I'm only calling to let you know that we're on fire in this country, and something better stop real quick like. Thank you for your little bit of information. Have a great day.
Yes, of course. I'll finish writing this down and pass along to the senator.
Well, you don't have to write her nothing, because I ain't getting paid by her to educate her. You understand? And I don't think she's got Parkinson's. I think she's got Lyme. You can tell her that. That's a little golden bit I'll send you. She's got Lyme, which is a whole nother story. A bioweapon Lyme coming from Plum Island Weapons Lab in Long Island Sound over the last 50 years and all over this state, killing yearling moose, making dogs and cats sick, making people sick. You don't even have the proper treatment for it. There's a registered trademark, and I called you guys like 6 years ago because there were 2 YouTubers that exposed the Lyme registered trademark. Now, when I was in the service many years ago, they said they had an antidote for everything that they developed. So instead of just your CDC bullshit of doxycycline, which isn't the treatment for this, maybe you were her and her ability to have a secret clearance to go in there, look up the trademark, And then they'll open up the antidote section of the trademark, because I can't do that. I don't have a security clearance. So maybe that's something she should get on TV by this weekend, saying I found the antidote for Lyme disease. Make her a hero. Have a great day.
You too, sir. Hope you have a great day.
Wow. Wow. I just, thank you. Thanks. You know, I don't know what to say. I really, honest to God, just don't know what to say. So you understand my wiring, that you told me on TV to call and thank you, but you give me some bullshit, and he was saying August. I don't know what he's talking about in August. That was April. Home run, thank you. You know, and I didn't get too vulgar so the fucking coward could say, I'm not going to sit here and listen to that kind of language. I got to be careful with that. But I gave her a bunch of information there, and it's going to be like me pissing in a 40-mile-an-hour wind. That's what I just did. It might have been funny. It might have been educational in a stellar phone call. But basically, the fucking no representation is going good and hard, isn't it? Taxation without representation. The first cokehead, I woke him up. Yeah, I was like, were you under a desk sleeping or something? What the fuck up was that guy? And I think they hire these people to filter out any information. And if you really want to get to Susan Collins, the way you do it is a secret passageway if you got money in your pocket, like Martin Marietta or the Jew or one of the other fucking criminal activity going on, stealing our representation. You can go back, sis. You can go back in the video and replay it and record it yourself and then put the video up. Boy, that is very... Can you imagine somebody that ain't been around representatives and shit? We are. And we've been fucked for a long time, because 6 years ago, some old asshole motherfucker answered the phone, and I said, I just watched 2 YouTube videos, and both YouTube videos had 2 registered trademarks for Lyme disease. So if you got the registered trademark from the inventor of this shit, you should be able to find the true antidote for it, and not just fucking bullshit pissing in the wind. That's a kind of disgusting display. And I mean, somebody, a mother, taking care of 3 kids, she's a widow, or the husband left, or whatever the case might be, and she gets this TV ad to call Susan Collins, and her whole life is dependent, because she's working fucking 50 hours a week and can't support the kid because your money's worthless. And so they make an effort to call this bimbo. And this is the kind of results you get with somebody that's at least a little more aware. I mean, that first phone call down there, that's fucking Washington. I would think Susan Collins would choose somebody with a little bit more fucking spunk and intelligence to answer the goddamn phone. And I would think, like, Miss Ralph, I don't know nothing about this. Can you hold on a minute? I'm going to do a Google search and do what we did. He didn't even offer that. So who's paying for these fucking advertisement that have probably cost him $50,000 during a half an hour news program. You know what I'm saying? Probably $50,000 a commercial on a half an hour news program. Who's paying for this? You got that much extra money. Sounds like you need some term limits. Sound like you need to decide that you're only going to get paid federal minimum wage to be a fucking U.S. Senator. And like you do with LIHEAP or food stamps or any of these other fucking federal programs that you Jew put together, and you want to know every fucking nickel somebody's got, well, that's what we're going to do to the senators. We're going to have a fucking citizens group that's going to go right through these senators and get pigs like, what was that drunk bitch's name from California? Speaker of the House, Pelosi. That piece of shit. Street walking whore. A high-class whore in Las Vegas. 10 years in the fucking House, and she's got $168 million. Even Jimmy Dore did a video on that. Her worth is $68 million. I'm going to tell you something about the Federalist Papers that this clown was probably laughing at about being paid in gold and silver. The other thing is, the president and all senators must divest. Period. Yeah, that's basically what she was. And people are outraged. The Democrats will hear me say something like that. How dare you? She's a fucking whore in Las Vegas when she was younger. And one of the mobsters decided, hey, you know, we need some shit done in there for us, so we'll get you in the House. And she blew her way to the Speaker of the House. And, you know, some of that language, some people get really offended by. Fuck you. Fuck you. You should be more offended at pigs in the fucking U.S. House with $168 million that they didn't have before they got it. Or fucking senators that don't give a fuck about what do you call that? The antidote for a bioweapon that's in my backyard. Or giving money to Israel and fucking everywhere in the world, but cut your LIHEAP program. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that very well. And they tried to cover that one up. Well, Jimmy Dore didn't. I'm just saying, you know, the average person that sat down there and they're frustrated and they're watching the news last night and it says, call Susan Collins and thank her for getting LIHEAP back on. Well, they don't know nothing about it, do they? Because it hasn't been reestablished, because the communists in the White House has made sure that nothing out for fucking poor Americans. Because if we can squeeze out poor Americans out of their home and off their land and bankrupt the farmers, that's more land that Palatine, Blackwater? Feinstein. She was another one. That's another waste product. Now, this country needs term limits on senators and congressmen. This country needs to develop a payment program for the senators. And I think that a good payment program is when you walk in this place, you punch a time card, and when you leave, you punch a time card. And if we catch anybody punching your time card, we'll put them in prison for the rest of their fucking lives. And whatever you decide, BlackRock, whatever you decide that your McDonald's worker is going to earn from minimum wage at a federal level, remember, because, you know, a lot of people don't know this. I earned $6.33, I think it was, 12 years ago when I was working in New Mexico, because New Mexico pays whatever the federal minimum wage is, or they did. That could have changed. But there's a lot of states that are so fucking Jewish that they'll pay what the Federal Reserve, what the federal government minimum wage standard are, and that comes from your communist senators. I bet that guy didn't hear Trump called a communist. He's really not a communist, he's a fascist. So this is your mode of operation. You can't make money. Remember the old what was that? Morgan Chase commercial. We earn the money the old-fashioned way. We earn it. You don't earn your money. Many of these criminals don't earn their money, do they? Answer a phone like that. Hello. Hello. We had 1,000 people in here. I would have posted the fucking phone number and had everyone call them all afternoon. You ain't got nothing to do this afternoon. Yeah, keep calling this number. Make sure you block your number too. But I want to tell you guys something. I got to be clear at this because I got enough fucking bullshit up in this dump. I ain't beating on Maine. You understand? I am not done that to beat on Maine. It had nothing to do with the state of Maine outside. That was your fucking official senator, and I've been told to call her. I think one of you guys should rewind it till you see the phone and record it. Even if you, I don't know if you can record it right on your computer, but if you get that video, even if you hold your cell phone throughout the whole 2 calls and videotape that to me and you send it to me, either you can post it. I think that'd be really good. I don't know where Lesle is today, but she was talking about growing the room. Post that. The Radical Ralph's Worthless Goyam's phone call this morning to Collins to find out about Leahy being reinstated. We don't, the way I understand it up here is home heating fuel comes in by rail. So about 5 years ago, I met a bunch of old timers on ham radio. And I started listening to these guys, and they were funny as hell. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. I'll see what I can do. I'll leave the video up. I'll leave this video up. And I'll see what I can do. See if I can trim that section and repost it. But I would like to see you all repost it, the 3 people that are in the room. And it'd be neat if we could send it to one another and you just repost it on your YouTube deal. But I'm really not here to belittle Maine. I don't need to. But our oil comes up by rail. So I met these guys on ham radio. So I jumped in there and they invited me in warmly. One of the guys' name was Arby. Okay. So Arby was from near Sebring. Well, if you can post it, send me the video and I'll post it on YouTube. I don't know why you won't post it on YouTube, but that's your own deal. Post it on X. And maybe you can say something. This is Worthless Goyam. Yeah, but you weren't here for the phone call, were you? Because I didn't see you comment. You just missed a real good phone call. Fuck it. So I'll leave the video up. You can rewind to use. Remember, I moved the camera to the phone. When you see the phone, back off a little bit. All right. Oh, all right. No problem, dude. I hope you liked it, though. And it may be, and put in there, Worthless Goyim. Put a link to the channel, and we'll see if we can grow the channel. A little bit. I mean, I like about 15, 20 people in here. I think that'd be really cool, you know? I think that'd be really cool. I'm not looking for 40 million people. I'm looking for fucking, well, tight back situation. Yeah, that can be difficult. Well, I'm glad you at least heard that because you've been coming around and we really dig it. Yeah. So if you can send me the raw video, you can send me the raw video. I'll repost it. But when I'm done here, I'll spend a few more minutes, and we got to go here in a little bit. I got a few things I got to do. I'll repost. If I can go cut it out and do a video off of that, I'll do that too. And then if people come to YouTube and say, I want to find out what's going on with Leahy, and that's what I'll name my video, like the latest on Leahy program. OG? I don't know OG. That was kind of fun. Trim it out? Yes, I'll see if I can do it. Good for you, I would. I just don't want till one of you guys record that and you trim it out. I'm not sure you can trim it out on my channel, though. I think I have that turned off. So you're going to have to play it on a computer and videotape it. I'd be more active and be here every day if I want for work. I'm trying to. I know. We do not get in your shit whatsoever. Well, yeah. Well, I might be dead. You know what I mean? Grower. Yeah. So I'll do the best I can. See if I can trim it out. And I don't know. There was a spot here down the bottom here. It says report. All right. It used to be a place, share. I can't. I think because I got it turned off. I think that was one of the options. Do you want people to be able to trim shit out? So you might not be able to trim it out. And I'm not seeing share. It don't matter. It don't matter what guy, you know, it don't matter if I called your senator or my senator. And like I said, I just want to be clear that I wasn't here fucking with Maine. And I got mine here. Let's see what it says. All right. It's not giving me the timestamp. It's looking like somewhere around 30 to 31 seconds back. So that'd be 2 hours and 25 minutes. So if you're looking for the original video, once I turn off here, it'll be 2:25. Remember, you're going to need another device to record the phone call. Unless I can go when I'm done and we're all done, I'll go in and I'll leave the phone. I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up and I'll go reset the settings to trim out. All right. 3 more years can do it. Yeah, it'll go by real fast. But a loaf of bread might cost you about $12. All right. I don't know if I can click on that. Settings. Let's see if it'll come up. Overlay breaks, choose. All right. I'm going to have to wait till I shut down. No, I don't know. I think this administration would like to get rid of that too, wouldn't he? He don't want nothing for you piss-ons. Look, I became a billionaire and you have the opportunity to be a billionaire, so go fuck yourself. You're just too lazy. That's Donald Trump and the millionaire's attitude, which is sad. Compassion. You know, the thing I learned a long time ago is a good warrior knows how to kill, but a good warrior knows how to have compassion and love too. That makes a good warrior. And with that, I think we'll say so long for now. What do you think? Can I go, folks? It was a good day. It was good chatting with you guys. I don't know what's wrong with Leslie. Let's hope she's doing good, and Jewel and Grove and everyone else. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so very much. Thank you for the thumbs up, and we'll see you in the morning. I just want Freedom Mac. When I was a kid during the summer, doing whatever one, everywhere people forget about life. Yes, they do forget about life. You're absolutely right. And they got to work 90 hours a week for 40, 50 years of their life, and they then develop no life, especially for their offspring. We'll see you in the morning. Have a great day, everyone.